Hello, this is Pastor Johnny Calhoun, and I want to say something to all of the ministers out there, those that work in the church. First of all, we need the church. The church is our hub of operation. It should be our power station, our celebration center, our hub of activity, and where we find the generator, where we go and get strengthened to go out into the world and do the work of Christ to win the lost. But the Bible tells us in 2 Timothy chapter 3, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Now we're in those days. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. This is a description of the last days, but it sounds like a description of our fun centers that we call church. I had a church that grew in 3 years to nearly 100 people. I've had success. I've seen good things happen. I had meetings with hundreds in them. I've traveled around the world and preached in other nations. I found something very interesting, though. When I began to stand and bring men to account, I mean churchmen, godly people, bring them to account to do the work of the gospel, suddenly the crowd dissipated. People told me, "Oh, you can't go that hard." What do you mean hard? It's the gospel. What do you mean hard? It's discipleship. What do you mean hard? It's just the truth. Yeah, but you want to, have a good bank account, and you want to have a good church, and you want to, be able to make a living. Well, you know what? That's not what I'm in this for. I didn't get in this to make a living. I got in this to obey God, and I'm not going to begin to disobey God now. And I believe no matter who goes with you, you've got to follow Jesus. And I believe that it's time to call men and women to account, to get out into, now yes, enjoy church, enjoy fellowship, receive what you need to receive, but then get out and obey the gospel. Do the gospel. Minister in your community. Take on the devil, the evil, the wickedness of our society. Fight the good fight of faith and accomplish something and leave a stamp, a mark, an imprint of God on the earth while you're here. Living is nothing good unless you do that. Life is nothing good unless you do the will of God. God bless you, and remember, we're living in the last days, and these fun centers, hey, they're not going to produce anything but people who fall away. They'll not even make it in these final days. They will fall away. You just babysitting the devil's children. You're not feeding sheep, you're milking goats, and you'll find out sooner or later when they turn on you. So you better just change what you dishing out, and you won't have as many people maybe for a while, or maybe you won't at all, but you'll have the blessing of the Lord.